As Rabbi Nachman always teaches, we have to see the good, we have to flip any darkness into light. It should be us that awakens the dawn. Yitorer et hashachar. Shachar means dawn, but it also means darkness. We have to transcend and transform any of the darkness and despair into light, because that is the only way to bring the redemption. Anything is possible at any time, and we always have to flip from the darkness and despair into hope and positivity. In this Torah portion of Noach, we read about Hamas twice. It says the word Hamas twice, and it says that the world has become full of Hamas, and God is going to remove them from the earth. This is also the famous story of Noah and the flood. And I'm just going to read one paragraph from my book, The Genesis of Light, which we just started reading again. This came out last year, but now it's relevant again because we're in Genesis. So we're reading the famous story of Noah and the flood. The entire generation had fallen to the sitra, achra, which is the other side of godliness, which means, as Melech Shlomo, as King Solomon says, Hakol ze lumat ze, everything has these opposite possibilities in this reality. The generation fell to the opposite of godliness, to the opposite of light. And Hashem, God, calls Noah righteous and perfect. Noah built an ark, as you know, and rain fell for 40 days. Hundreds of days later, after a dove was sent out and returned with an olive branch in its mouth, Noah knew redemption had come, and it was time to fully move forward. This story represents something that everyone faces at one point or another in their lives. Becoming the hero of our own story, building an ark, and filling ourselves up with hope of redemption, and it's up to each of us to strengthen ourselves to continuously do so. And we could feel this darkness now. We have to flip it into light. And it says, Noah was a righteous man. He walked with God. This is what we need to do. I'm going to read one other paragraph from this chapter. It's about 8 pages, called Found a World So New. In Talmud Sanhedrin, it says, the entire world was created just for me. And the Rambam teaches that we need to see every one of our actions as impacting ourselves, our community, and the world at large. We see this clearly with Noah. Had he not been righteous, we would have no world at all. It was his very actions and those of his family and how they chose, despite everyone else in the generation, to walk with God that saved creation as a whole. So I pray that we all lead with love and light, so that we could bring in the redemptive state, and peace will prevail over the entire world. Shabbat Shalom.